Okay, so we're going to start out reviewing lines and then writing equations of line given a graph. So a little bit of review, a little bit of new stuff. So your first problem says, write the equation of a line given the slope is -4/3 that goes through the point 6, -2. Okay, so I'm going to underline equation of a line. It's right here, my fault, in the middle of your paper. Right smack in the middle of your paper, number 1. Okay, so underline equation of a line. That tells you what formula to use. What formula is it for equation of a line? All right, y equals mx plus b. That's the formula for an equation of a line. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to label my point x and y. Always label your points x and y. And where it says the slope is -4/3, I need to put a letter with that. What letter do we use for slope? M. So I'm going to put an M with the -4/3. I'm going to put the letter M. All right, Jacob King, what am I going to plug in for Y? -2, good. And then I will put equals. Dylan, what's going in for M? Good, -4/3. Monica, what's going in for X? 6. And then I put plus B because I don't know what that is. Okay. All right, now I'm going to draw my line. After I've got everything plugged in, I'm going to draw my line. Chuck, what am I going to do next up here? Yep, -4/3 times 6. I'm going to type that in my calculator. You might need to do math, enter on that one. So -4/3 times 6. What are we getting for that? Thank you, -8. And I'm going to put plus B, drop that down, and I'm going to drop down the -2. Okay. All right, I'm trying to get B by itself. Andrew, what would I do next? Very good. So -8 comes over here and becomes +8. -8 moves and becomes +8. All right, Jacob King, what are you going to get right there? Right here. Six. You can use a calculator today. So 6 equals B. Okay, 6 equals B. All right. Daniel, help me write my final answer. You're going to have to plug in for your milk and your brownies. Good. So M is right there, -4/3. That's where that came from. And the B came from down here. It's 6. So B is 6. Okay. Raise your hand if you have a question on number 1. Okay. All right. Number 2. Write the equation of a line that fits this table. So they've given you a table. Monica, what's the formula for an equation of a line? What do we write for that last one? Equation of a line. Yes. So anytime, guys, anytime I see equation of a line, I'm using this formula. Y equals mx plus b. Okay? All right. On this particular problem, they don't give me m. They don't give me the slope. They don't give me the slope. Tamara, how can I find m? How can I find the slope? Good. So to find m, she's doing y minus y over x minus x. Okay? All right, we need to pick 2 points. Andrew, help me pick 2 points. Which ones? Okay, so 2 and 3, and 3 and 7. Okay? All right, so Bishop, what would go in for y minus y? What are my two y's that we picked? Very good. So I do 3 minus 7. All right. Zaria, what's going to be my x minus x? Very good. Okay. All right, Jacob King, what do you get on top right there? Type it in. -4. All right, that's what you get on top. On the bottom, Ethan G, what do you get on the bottom right here? All right, Gracie, is that my final answer, -4 over -1? Okay, what do you get? 4. And that is your m. So put an m with it. +4 for your m. Okay. All right. Chad, what do you want to put in for x? I'm sorry, for y. Sorry. All right. All right, guys. Hey. I have an important announcement. Right here. He picked 11 for the y. See where he got it from? Right here. Eyes up here, please. Eyes up here. Thank you. He picked 11 for the y. What value goes with 11? 4. So if you put 11 here, what do you have to put in for x? You have to put in 4. Because 11 and 4 are partners. They go together. Okay? All right. So he picked 11 for y. Let me have Tamara. What's going to go in for m? 4. Very good. That came from up there. M is 4. Ethan G, what do I have to put in for x? 4 plus b. All right, Andrew, what do I do next? Okay, times those, that gives you 16. I'm going to drop down the other stuff. Haley, what am I going to do next? Good. So it becomes -16. Allison, what does that give you? -5. Okay. All right, Chad, how do you write your final answer? -5. Okay. Y equals 4x minus 5. Raise your hand if you have a question. Okay. The next one, number 3. Write the equation of a line with an x-intercept of 5 and a y-intercept of -3. All right. Jacob King, what's the formula for equation of a line? Y equals? Very good. Y equals mx plus b. So that's the formula for equation of a line. All right, guys, for an x-intercept of 5, you've got to make that a point. Got to make it a point. Let me have Andrea. How do you make an x-intercept of 5 into a point? Where does the 5 go? In the front or the back? The front, because it's the x. Do you remember what goes in the empty spot? 0. 5, 0. Okay. Daniel, how do you make the y-intercept into a point?
You have to put 0,
0, comma.
-3.
You have to write all this down. If I write it, you're supposed to be writing it. All right. Next, Chuck, what are we going to do with 5, 0 and 0, -3? Yep, y minus y over x minus x. All right, Gracie, what are you putting in for y minus y? All right, 0 minus negative 3. Dylan, what else? What am I putting in for x minus x? Good. Okay. And Zaria, what does that give you? What'd you get? 3. And on the bottom, you get 5. 3 over 5. Okay? All right. Daniel, what should I label 3 over 5? What letter? M. Why? Why do I label it M? Because it's our slope. Okay. All right. Haley, what am I doing next? Good. Putting it in here. Okay. Monica, what do you want to put in for Y? Okay. How do I label that? What goes with what? Uh-huh. So what do you want to put in for Y? 0. What goes in for M? Uh-huh. What goes in for X? 5 plus B. Okay. Okay, Dylan, what do I do next? Good. And Andrew, what do I do next? And that gives you that. Okay. All right, good. Let me have Andrea help me with my final answer. Y equals X minus 3. Don't forget your X. Okay. All right, any questions on that one? All right, got some people still writing, so I'm going to give them a minute. Okay. Number 4. Write the equation of the following line. Ethan G, what should I circle? What's important? Good. Equation of a line. Equation of a line. Tamara, what should you think of when you see that? Equation of a line. Uh-huh. Y equals mx plus b. So that's the equation of a line. So I know I'm going to have to use that formula. All right, guys, on this one, you're given a graph. You're given a graph. What are the 2 things that have to go in your final answer for these problems? What are the 2 things that have to go in the final answer? Your milk and brownie. So what 2 letters are those? M and B. Those are the 2 things that you have to know. Can we get those from a graph? We can. All right, what does M stand for? Good. M is slope. How do you find the slope of a graph? You can. What else could you do for a graph? How can you find the slope of a line? What? Someone said it. Rise over run. So how many points do I need? 2. So here's one way down here. Mark these on your own papers, please. There's one way down there. And where else is there one? Up here. Okay. So I'm always going to start at the bottom one. And where am I going next? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Up 8. And over what? Okay, so 8 over 3. Can someone tell me what 8 over 3 is? What is 8 over 3? No. What is 8 over 3? It's my slope. What letter is slope? M. So 8 over 3 is going to go in the M spot. What do I have to put next to that? What do I put next to 8 over 3? What letter goes next to slope? X. Okay, 8 over 3, X. What does B stand for? Very good, Tamara. Y-intercept. Where can I get the y-intercept from the graph? On the y line. So which one's the y? Where's the y? It's going up and down. Okay, where is it on the y? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I put plus 4. So that's my answer. Y equals 8 over 3x plus 4. That's my answer. Uh-huh.
Wait, so for the y-intercept, you just go up 4?
Well, the y-intercept is wherever it is on the y. So this is the y, right? So where is it on the y? Right there. And what number is that at? 4. All right, other questions? Is this my final answer? Yeah, that's it. Okay, so you had to find the slope and the what? Hey, guys, work with me here, please. Work with me. You had to find the slope and the what? The y-intercept. Okay, the next one, number 5. Write the equation of the following line. Okay, Chuck, tell me something that I should circle. Equation of a line. Ethan G, tell me about that. The formula is y equals mx plus b. All right, Jacob King, what are the 2 things I need to know? What are the 2 things I need to know for my final answer? M and B.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, M and B are the 2 things that I'm going to have to know. Tamara, what does M stand for? Slope. Okay, M stands for slope. Gracie, how do I find the slope of this graph? What am I going to have to do? Uh-huh. Well, I've got that. What else am I going to have to do? What's the other word for slope? Rise over run. So I'm going to have to do rise over run. I always start here. You could start there and you're going to get the same answer as long as you pay attention to what you're doing. So if I start here and I go up, Bishop, how many do I go up before I get to that one? 5. And then I go over 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so you get 5 over 4. Somebody tell me about this. It's negative. Why is it negative? Because the line's going down. So be careful with that. If your line's going down, it is negative. Okay. All right, so negative 5 over 4 is my slope. So I'm going to write it right there. Negative 5 over 4. Chad, what do I need to put next to that? What letter? Good. X goes next to that. Okay? All right. Monica, what does B stand for? Yes. Well, what word? The y-intercept. Okay. Andrea, where's the y-intercept? How do I find that? Sorry, Andrea. How do you find the y-intercept? It's where it crosses the what? Which line? The X or Y? Y, because it's the y-intercept. Dylan, where's this one crossing the Y? Four. Guys, do you see that? It's crossing right. No, sorry. I just did what you did. I was thinking the same thing. Where's it crossing the Y? Right there. What point is that? Start here. Always start in the middle. -1 right here. Guys, do you see that? It's crossing the Y right there. Where is that? -1, down 1. Y equals -5/4x minus 1. Okay. You good? Sure. All right, number 6, write the equation of that line. Allison, how do I start it? Good. I underline equation of a line. Monica, what else do I do? Y equals mx plus b. All right, Bishop, what's something else I need to do? Very good. Find how many it's going up. So if I start here, Chad, help me with that. What would I do? Up 1 over 2. Up 1 over 2. So that's 1/2. Chuck, where does the 1/2 go in what spot? M. 1/2 goes in the M spot. Great. And Haley, what do I have to put next to 1/2? X. Ethan G, what does the B stand for? The y-intercept. Guys, this is the y. I just need to know where it crosses it. I need to know where it crosses it. 0. But you don't have to put that. Okay? So you could put y equals 1/2 x. It'll be, so I won't count that wrong, but if it was a multiple choice question, they would have that as the answer you would choose. Okay? Other questions? All right. Number 7. All right, guys, this one is different. This is a special one. It's one of our special friends. What do you know about this line? It's a no slope. So everybody write that down, please. It's no slope. Remember an N goes up and down, so it's no slope. All right, what do we have to do when it's no slope? Yoxen. Okay, so we've got Yoxen. No slope is here. And we go back to that one. It's going to be x equals a number is going to be our answer. X equals a number. Okay, this is a special one. Got to look at our x because it's x on this one. This is the x. And it crosses right there on the x. So how many is that? -3. So our answer is going to be x equals -3. That's our final answer. X equals -3. Uh-huh. Yeah, but which follows exactly with that, right? It's good practice to use it.
Just in case somebody don't understand.
Right. But that's the whole point of Yoxen, is that it makes sense, too, on the graph. Okay? All right. Number 8, write the equation of this line. Gracie, how do I start it? Good. Y equals mx plus b. Chuck, what's something else I need to do? See what my slope is. Chad, how do you find the slope of this line? What are you going to have to do? Yes, you're going to have to pick 2 points. So here's a point right there. That looks like a nice one. I should see some pencils moving. There's a point right there. And there's also a point right here. Okay. All right, Ethan G, what should I do next? Do you want to start at this one down here or that one right there? All right, what would I do from here? Go up how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, go up 5 and over 3. Allison, is that my final slope? 5 over 3. Look, what's it doing? It's negative. It's going down. It's negative 5 over 3. Don't let that get you. If it's negative, if it's going down, it's going to be negative. So negative 5 over 3. Daniel, what has to go next to negative 5 over 3? What letter has to go next to this? X. Don't forget that. That will be wrong. Okay? Dylan, what does the B stand for? How about writing it down this time, please? B is your y-intercept. Okay, Andrea, give it a shot. Okay, you got this. Where is it crossing the y at? What number? What you thinking? So here's the y. Where's the blue line crossing it at? What number? What number is this at? 1. So I put plus 1. Y equals negative 5 over 3x plus 1. It's my final answer. Okay. All right, next one. Write the equation of this line. Tamara, what can you tell me about it? Okay. Bishop, what else can you tell me about this one? 0 what, Bishop? Very good. 0 slope. Great. This one is 0 slope. Zaria, what do you have to do for 0 slope? What's the shortcut rule? What's the name of it? Y what? O. Yoxen. Y-O-X-N, Yoxen. Okay. Haley, for 0 slope, which one's it going to be? Well, which one of these is it going to be? So it's going to be y equals a number. Y equals a number. Andrew, what is my y number that's going to be? Where's it crossing the y? Very good. At negative 1. So y equals negative 1 is your final answer for that one. Okay. All right.